Hey everybody, it's Arriane Alexander, the Rock Your Life coach, and this is Arriane Unplugged, where I take you out and about during my day to bring you little nuggets of sparkles, inspiration, and advice to rock your own life. And this is so exciting to share today because last week I made a post on Facebook about this. The first full-figured, curvy, plus-size model on the cover of Sports Illustrated. And I made a post about how I've dealt with body image issues my whole life, and I can say like 99% of the women on the planet, and probably men too, have dealt with body image issues at some point in their lives. And I was just sharing how something like this is important to me because it's a little validating in this culture where we put so much emphasis on being skinny and being fit and looking a certain way and having this ideal. And I was just sharing my experience of trying to live up to that ideal, of how painful it's been for me to judge myself so critically through my whole life, of every little aspect of my body, of the voices inside my head that are so mean, that say, "You're too fat. Why are you so fat? Your thighs are fat. You should be skinnier. She's skinnier than you. She's prettier than you. She's better than you." Whatever it is, it just runs in the past in these critical voices in my head. So my post was about that, about the critical voices in the head and like the mean girl that's inside so many of us. And it was just powerful to see this cover of like, oh wow, that's a really cool thing that's happening in media. And you should have seen what happened after that post. First of all, the post went viral. There were thousands of shares and hundreds of comments on this one Facebook post. And what was interesting is there was all kinds of people that really understood what I was saying and were sharing their own experiences. But for the most part, people were going and getting so nasty in the comments of like, that model is fat and Sports Illustrated is just trying to make money and it's not going to change anything. And people were saying, I'm skinny, and being skinny, I get prejudiced against as well and stereotyped as well. And I read all these comments thinking, wow, people are really missing the point, because all that anger and frustration that was coming out in the comments was exactly what I'm talking about. It's the judgments against self. It's the judgments against others. Anytime I'm judging myself or judging another, I'm just hurting myself. I'm just creating more pain inside myself. And so it was so interesting to see all these hundreds of comments of people just getting their judgments out and projecting onto another. And my whole point of sharing was, how can we all soften those voices within our heads against ourselves and others? How do I judge myself a little less and judge other people a little less in order to create more peace and harmony with myself, which therefore creates more peace and harmony within the world? So it really all comes back to loving ourselves and releasing the judgments and being okay with ourselves exactly as we are. So the post was fascinating on Facebook. Who knew that this cover was just gonna get so much crazy attention on my Facebook page? So I'm curious, in your own experience, how do you deal with the voices in your head that are so mean and judgmental? And how can you soften a little bit more and be more loving and kind within yourself? So let me know in the comments below, and I would love to hear from you. And this is Arriane Alexander with Arriane Unplugged, and I'll see you next time.